Hello BookTube, welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth and it is time for my 4th annual Scholastic Warehouse Book Haul. Now you may notice I have a little guest with me today. This is Mary. She is not my dog. She belongs to the lady that I drive for 1 or 2 times a week, and currently she is out of state at a family wedding, and so we've been dog sitting Mary at our house for a few days, and we've got her for a couple more days, and she's just been a treat to have. So isn't she cute? Mary, you want to look at the camera? You look. Oh, look at that. She's an 11-year-old Yorkie, and she's just precious. So let me put her down, and then we'll get on with the book haul. So I said that this is my 4th annual Scholastic Warehouse book haul because I did a book haul video at the very beginning of my channel, which I haven't even celebrated my 3-year anniversary yet for being on BookTube. But right after my BookTube introduction, I did a Scholastic Warehouse book haul. So I looked back at that video today because I was a little bit curious to see, you know, it seems like lately a lot of people have been going back and seeing how they've done and how many books they've read from previous book hauls. So it was 3 years ago, and I did pretty good. I have read 13 of the books that I bought, and I have not read 13 of the books that I bought. Now, 3 of the 13 I haven't read. I didn't have any intention of reading. One I had read previous to the sale, and I was just buying the book to add to my collection, and then 2 were for Katie that I didn't have any intention of reading. So so basically I'm at about the 50+% point for that book haul, and so I'm not unhappy with that. So now let me show you what I got today. Now at the end of this video, I will show you a few middle grade used books because it just seems appropriate to go ahead and put them in this video. I have been doing a little bit of library book book sale shopping and thrift store shopping over the last couple of weeks. So all of those adult books will be in a separate haul, but I did have just a small handful of middle grade books that I'm going to tack on at the end of this video. So at the Scholastic Warehouse sale, I bought 12 items, and all were single books except one package of books, and most of the books I bought were for somebody else. Now, most of the books I got for someone else will stay in my own household because they're for my kids, but I did get a few for people outside of my household, maybe 2. A few is 2, right? Okay, so let's just get started. Now, the one that I bought, the first 2 I'm going to show you are elementary level books. One of these is for my husband's nieces. The oldest one of them is in 1st or 2nd grade. No, maybe 3rd grade. I can never keep up. Anyway, they love dinosaurs, and so I found this dinosaur book. It is a DK book, and it was $15. I have a cat that's just about to jump and probably cause a ruckus. We'll see. If the camera shakes, it's the cat's fault. Anyway, this is a pretty cool book, and they love dinosaurs. So that will be one of the birthday gifts that will be going to their household this summer. Then I got this package of books for my daughter Emily. She loves Veggie Tales. It was originally $14.99, on sale for $10. So I did forget to tell you that the Scholastic Warehouse sale this year was BOGO. So I tried to get things in pretty matched pairs because what they did was, you know, your first 2, your 2 highest items were you know, comparable, so you'd get one of those free. It went down from that. So I got a couple of $20 books, and actually, yeah, I guess I got close to 4 $20 books, and so, you know, 2 of those would be free. So anyway, you know how BOGO works. I don't need to explain that to you. I did get an even number of books. I got to check out with 1 odd number, and I went ahead and had her add everything up, and the book I ended up putting back was Renegades by Marissa Meyer because I don't know, I was right at about the $75 mark, and that was about what I wanted to spend. I had a coupon where I could save $10 off 100, but I just didn't want to spend that much, and so I didn't go back and look for another $20 book in order to get Renegades. it's a brand new book practically, so it'll still be there next year if I want to get it next year. And I'm still trying to read the Lunar Chronicles, so I don't need to start Renegades. Okay, so anyway, back to this. I got this for my daughter Emily. This has 4 books in the little Veggie Tales series, that the Mess Detectives. And so Bob and Larry are the Mess Detectives. And there's 4 titles in here. They look really fun. And I think she'll enjoy these. Now, for those of you who don't know, my daughter Emily just turned 17, but she has autism. She reads on maybe a 1st grade level. I don't know. She's almost gotten to where she has stopped reading out loud and talking much out loud. But when she was talking more, she could read and identify words out loud on a 1st grade level. And she enjoys those kind of books. And she started in the last year enjoying graphic novels too. So I need to start getting her some comic books and things like that that I think she would enjoy. But anyway, I think she'll like that. So then a book I got for Katie is Fantastic Beasts screenplay by J.K. Rowling. She's seen the movie. I haven't seen the movie. She, of course, is a big fan of anything to do with, you know, Harry Potter and that world. So I think she'll enjoy that. Then a couple of other things that I got for her. I got her The Getaway by Jeff Kinney. It is, oh dear, book maybe 12, 14, I've lost track. I'm on book 7 of the Wimpy Kid series. This is the most recent one. These take her like a half an hour to read, if even that. And she still enjoys reading them, although she's, of course, way past that reading level. She has the whole set, and when we were cleaning out and packing up the stuff that she still has in her sister's room, because, you know, we're adding on to our house, and she's going to get her own room, you know, these books were on the shelf, and I said, you know, I know you're probably past those. I said, but they're one of your, you know, favorite book series from your elementary, middle school years. So why don't you just keep those? And, you know, I think you'll be glad that you kept them eventually, you know, maybe even for your own kids to read. So, so I think we're going to just keep on getting the new ones as they come out and keep completing her series. And, I think she'll be happy that she has kept them. And she didn't necessarily want to get rid of them, but I think maybe she thought that I was going to tell her she needed to get rid of them, and I wanted to let her know that I'm totally fine with her keeping them. So, and I think the fact that I bought her a new one, she should figure out that I'm totally fine with her keeping them. Okay, so then also pretty much for her, but for me to read too, I got several Rick Riordan books that we didn't have. This was the last one she needed to complete her Heroes of Olympus set. And this is Mark of Athena, book 3. And then I got a couple of other book 3s. We didn't have the 3rd Magnus Chase book yet. This is The Ship of the Dead. And I still need to read this one. And also I need to read this one, the 3rd Apollo book, The Burning Maze. And she has not read, I think she's read the 1st Apollo book and has not read any Magnus Chase. And she wants to eventually. Hopefully this summer she'll have some reading time. This school year was her 1st year of high school, and she was just so busy with everything high school that she didn't have a lot of reading time, and I hope that she'll take some time to read some this summer. And then one other Rick Riordan book is the graphic novel of The Red Pyramid, which is the 1st Kane Chronicles book. So I did not know that there were graphic novels of the Kane Chronicles, so I'm excited about that. And then a book I got for my great-nephew to go with his Guardians of Ga'Hoole set. I haven't read this one. This is the Rise of a Legend. This is a companion book. It's not one of the numbered, 15 numbered books in the series. There's a couple of companion books. I just got The Lost Tales of Ga'Hoole. I think I showed it in my last book haul. So I've given him most of the series, and I still have a few stragglers here at home that I didn't have at the time I gave him the first set. So I got to send him a package and get this to him. Although I may go ahead and send him everything else, and I'm going to read this one, and then I'll send this to him at some point pretty soon. Okay, then a 39 Clues book that I've read, and I think I'm going to maybe send him my set of 39 Clues, although I think he's read most of them. This is one I didn't have, so I thought I'd just go ahead and grab it to complete the set. This is the Black Book of Buried Secrets. The introduction is by Rick Riordan, and I believe that all of the authors of the original 39 Clues series contributed to this. It is a companion book to the 39 Clues series. And then, what else? Is that everything? This I basically got free because my two least expensive items were these. This was $5. So this was $3. So I decided to go ahead and grab it. Even though I'm not collecting the Red Queen series, I've read the Red Queen and I've read the second one, Glass Sword, and I've had this checked out from the library before and didn't get it read. So I will probably pass this on to someone else when I'm done. There is a little free library out in front of my daughter's high school. So anytime I get teen books that I think would be good for that little free library, I like to contribute to that. So probably I will read this over the summer, and then once the school year starts back, I will donate this there. And if Katie wants to read it too, because she's also read the first two books. And so we'll probably both read this, then pass it on. So this is the two novellas that are part of the Red Queen series. I forget what the actual numbers are. One is called Queen Song and one is Steel Scars. So that is everything that I got. No, it's not. I'm sorry. I have two more here. One of these I had on my Goodreads list and the other I didn't know about. So I picked these up. They were both the same price. So I bought one and got one free. I bought As Old as Time. It is a twisted tale by Liz Braswell. What if Belle's mother cursed the beast? So I think the premise of this is that the enchantress is Belle's mother. And so that sounds really interesting. I forget who I heard talking about this a while back, and I put it on my Goodreads because I thought it sounded like a lot of fun. And then right next to it was A Whole New World, another twisted tale by Liz Braswell. What if Aladdin had never found the lamp? So that's exciting, and I can't wait to read those. I don't know if they're on audio or not, but at some point I'll get to them, hopefully, eventually. Now, there was one other book that I could have sworn I put in my cart. I had gone with the intention of getting it. I even had it in my hand at one point, and I don't know why I put it down. Back, I guess, probably 3 years ago when Katie was with me, or maybe even before I started booktubing. The year before that, I didn't make it to the sale, and then the year before that was my first time going. So one of those early years, Katie wanted to get The Dirt Diary by Anna Staniszewski. I hope I'm saying that right. And she thought it looked fun, and I think she might have read the first chapter and then kind of lost interest in it and didn't end up reading it. So the next time I went, I bought for her the next book, which is The Prank List. And I thought maybe that might inspire her to go ahead and finish the other one and read this one. And she's like, Mom, I don't think I'm going to read that. And I said, well, I think it sounds like it's an interesting premise, so I'll probably read them. What it's about is that this girl named Rachel, her mother has become a house cleaner and is cleaning for people. She started a cleaning business, and so now Rachel has to help her. And so that's the premise of the first one. So I thought these sounded like fun, and so then the next time I went, I found this one and I brought it home, and Katie noticed it in the bag and she said, Mom, I told you I'm not gonna read those. I said, I know, I got it for me. And I looked it up and I realized this is book 4. So I thought, okay, well, this year I need to get book 3. It's called The Gossip Something. And I had it in my hand, and somehow I did not get here with it. It's not on my, it's not that I left it at the checkout or anything. It's not on my receipt. So for some reason, I just didn't get it put in my cart. It'll be there next year, and I probably will not have even read the first 2 by next year because they're not on my 20 by 20 list, but I want to go ahead and have it so that I can, have the whole set. So I didn't get home with that one. But anyway, I'm excited about what I got at the Scholastic Warehouse. Now, I do have a few middle grade books that I want to show you that I have bought just in the last few days at library sales. I think, well, 1 or 2 of them might have come from a thrift store. And 2 of these I am going to give away, and 2 of them I'm going to keep. I found this at a library sale. It's Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. I've got the first 2 Harry Potter books set aside to go in our little free library downtown. So I figured I'd just go ahead and grab this. I think it was 50 cents or something. So I will put those as soon as it's not so rainy. Right now, I'm just worried about things getting wet. The little free library is set up pretty well where things don't get wet unless somebody there's a certain spot right in the front that will get wet. And I've got a little tray in there that as long as everything stays in the tray, it's fine, but sometimes things don't. So anyway, when it dries up a little bit, I'll put all 3 of those in there. Then I am going to do a middle grade May giveaway with this book and the one right before it, which I have 2 copies of. So that'll be a separate video. I'll talk about that. This is 13 Gifts by Wendy Mass, and it's excellent. I just read it this month for middle grade May, and I saw this copy at one of the library sales that I just went to, and I grabbed it. So it's so fun. I want to give it away so that other people can, you know, someone else can get the fun of reading it. And then for our shelves, I got The Mother-Daughter Book Club by Heather Vogel Frederick. I don't know anything about it. It just looks cute. The book is not in the greatest of shape, but I think it was probably a quarter. And then I found this at a thrift store, Ink Spell by Cornelia Funke. And this is book 2 in the Ink World series, I think it's called. The third one is Ink Death. The first one is Ink Heart. I've read both of these, but I think Katie's interested in reading these at some point, and we didn't have this one. So I think I got this yesterday or day before at a thrift store, and I think it was like a quarter. So it was worth it. It's a chunker. I've listened to it on audio, but anyway, I was excited to get it, especially at that price. So that, I believe, is everything that I bought recently that are middle grade books. So it's middle grade May right now, and it's so appropriate that the Scholastic Warehouse Sale falls right during middle grade May and everything. So I'm excited to show you what I got for my book haul this month. So that's all for this video. I will be coming back soon with another video regarding some middle grade recommendations and what else I'm reading for the last half of middle grade May. And I hope you are having a good May and a fun reading month too. So that's all for this video. Have a great day, read a good book, and God bless you.